The Crypt of the Fallen King. The crypt loomed before them, its stone doors covered in moss and ancient runes that pulsed with a faint, otherworldly light. Thalia's nimble fingers worked the lock, and with a final click, the heavy doors creaked open, revealing a dark, yawning corridor that seemed to swallow light. The air inside was cold, carrying the stench of decay and the faint echoes of a forgotten age. The walls were lined with skeletal remains, their armor rusted and their weapons dulled by time. But as the adventurers moved deeper, the bones began to stir, animated by a foul magic that seeped from the crypt's core. "They don't look friendly," Kaelin grunted, raising his axe as the skeletons rose, brandishing rusted swords and spears. Mira's magic flared, blasting the undead with arcane energy, but the skeletons kept coming, driven by the will of the fallen king. Calder called upon his divine power, light bursting forth to shatter bone and banish the undead. Thalia weaved between them, her blades slicing through the brittle remains with deadly grace. They fought their way to the heart of the crypt, where the shattered crown rested on a stone altar, glowing with dark energy. But as Calder reached for it, the ground trembled. From the shadows emerged a wraith, its form shifting like smoke, eyes burning with hatred. "You dare disturb my rest?" the wraith hissed, its voice echoing with the anger of centuries. "The crown is mine, and you will join my legion." The wraith lashed out, tendrils of shadow striking at the adventurers. Kaelin's axe passed through it harmlessly, and Mira's magic fizzled against its spectral form. Only Calder's holy light seemed to hold it at bay, but it was not enough to destroy it. "We can't fight it like this!" Thalia shouted, dodging another shadowy strike. "We need the crown's power!" With no other choice, Calder grabbed the shattered crown. Its dark energy surged through him, almost overwhelming. But with a desperate prayer, he channeled its magic into a blinding burst of light that engulfed the wraith, tearing it apart. As the crypt fell silent once more, the crown's power faded, leaving Calder breathless but alive. He dropped the crown back onto the altar, its dark influence still pulsing faintly. "This isn't over," Calder warned. "The crown is cursed. It holds the key to breaking the darkness, but it could just as easily doom us all." The adventurers stood at the brink of their greatest challenge yet. To wield the crown's power, they would need to confront the darkness within themselves and the true evil that awaited them beyond the crypt. These versions add more suspense and depth to each chapter's ending, creating cliffhangers and emotional stakes that drive the story forward. Let me know if you'd like to explore further chapters or develop any specific scenes or characters.